Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
It's no secret that Triple H's work as the Chief Content Officer of WWE has been scrutinized by fans over the past few months. Amid this, veteran journalist Dave Meltzer speculated about potential replacements for the game in the long run and named Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes as the ideal name to take over. A couple of weeks ago, Cody name-dropped several names, including his own, who could potentially assume Triple H's role in WWE down the line. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Bayley were some of the other stars he brought up. Since then, there have been tons of debates on the internet over the American Nightmares comments and who truly deserves to steer the ship in WWE. Dave Meltzer chimed in on the same on the latest episode of Wrestling Observer, where he said that two-time Intercontinental Champion Cody Rhodes would be the ideal pick for the job. Meltzer even mentioned that while Triple H often sidestepped certain questions, Cody was upfront and always gave an answer, no matter what he was asked. I don't know Cody or Punk as a booker, or even Rollins. You just don't know until a guy is in that position what their booking instincts would be, Dave Meltzer said. The thing with Cody is, from a political, he says the right things. He does the right things, as far as media and everything. He'll be better than Levesque Triple H by a lot. You can see when they're asked tough questions on those press conferences. Cody always has a good answer. It doesn't say a lot, but it's a good answer. And Paul, doesn't always have a good answer. HTITR Wrestling. Dutch Mantel on TKO potentially being frustrated with Triple H's work as WWE's CCOON, a recent edition of his Storytime with Dutch Mantel podcast. Mantel discussed how the game might be falling out of favor with TKO. He explained that Cody Rhodes going out of his way to discuss replacements for the game publicly indicated that tensions might be brewing. Behind the scenes, it's kind of soon for them to be in contention. But Vince McMahon is not in charge anymore. So this was meant to be seen by the TKO people. The Endeavor people, ... And that tells me they might be having a little bit of trouble with Triple H, said Dutch Mantel. Whatever the case, there's no denying that several of WWE's stories have fallen flat of late. None more so than John Cena's retirement tour, in a shocking development that has sent waves through the professional wrestling world. A top wrestling journalist has speculated that a two-time Intercontinental Champion might be in line to replace Triple H as WWE's next Chief Content Officer (CCO). The idea of a former superstar stepping into one of WWE's most powerful executive positions has drawn mixed reactions, some calling it a natural evolution, others calling it a major risk for the company's creative future. The report suggests that The Miz, a former WWE champion and two-time Intercontinental Champion, could be the man WWE turns to if Triple H ever decides to step down or transition to a different role within the company. While Triple H has been widely praised for his leadership and storytelling direction since taking over from Vince McMahon, some industry insiders believe that The Miz's unique blend of experience, charisma, and business savvy could make him a fitting successor. The journalist's bold claim, according to the journalist, who has covered WWE for decades. The Miz has all the qualities that modern wrestling leadership requires: media intelligence, deep understanding of the locker room culture, and mainstream marketability. He'll be better, the journalist stated. The Miz understands the modern wrestling fan and the entertainment side of WWE. He's been on both ends, a hated villain and a respected veteran. He knows how to tell stories, and that's what makes a great CCO. This statement immediately sparked debate among fans online, as many view Triple H as irreplaceable after restoring WWE's reputation for strong storytelling and long-term booking. However, the idea of The Miz taking the reins isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. Over the years, The Miz has transformed from reality TV star to one of WWE's most dependable performers, proving that he understands both the wrestling business and the entertainment industry at large. Why? The Miz could be a strong candidate. The Miz has always been known for his professionalism, consistency, and media presence. Beyond his in-ring career, he successfully hosted television shows, starred in movies, and carried himself as one of WWE's best brand ambassadors. WWE values people who can represent the company beyond the ring. And The Miz has done that flawlessly for nearly 2 decades. He's also one of the few stars who has successfully balanced kayfabe with corporate responsibility, never breaking character on screen, and always maintaining a professional image off-screen. That duality could make him a natural fit for an executive role in WWE's creative leadership. As CCO, The Miz would have a direct hand in shaping storylines, guiding talent development, and managing WWE's long-term creative vision. He's known for having a sharp understanding of character psychology, promo work, and the fan experience. Many believe his insight into what makes a good villain or hero could translate well behind the scenes. The legacy of Triple H replacing Triple H Paul Levesque would not be an easy task. Since taking over creative control after Vince McMahon's retirement, Triple H has revolutionized WWE programming. His focus on wrestling quality, storytelling depth, and NXT-style character development has drawn near-universal praise. Under his leadership, stars like Gunther, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and LA Knight have risen to new heights. He's also revived long-term storytelling, something WWE fans had missed for years. In many ways, Triple H has re-established WWE's creative credibility. However, as with any leadership position, speculation about future transitions always circulates. WWE, being a global entertainment giant, constantly assesses its leadership to ensure its vision aligns with evolving audience demands. While Triple H's work is admired, the idea of eventually having a performer like The Miz in a creative executive role could reflect WWE's desire to keep things fresh and innovative. The Miz's understanding of WWE's changing landscape. One of the key points raised by the journalist is The Miz's adaptability. From the ruthless aggression era to the reality era and beyond, The Miz has successfully reinvented himself multiple times. Whether he's portraying an arrogant heel or a sympathetic veteran, he always connects with the audience in some way. In an era where WWE is blending traditional wrestling with cinematic storytelling, and crossover entertainment, having someone like The Miz, who has thrived in both Hollywood and WWE, could bring a unique vision to the company's future. His real-life experience with media networks, reality television, and brand promotion could make him an invaluable voice at the executive table. WWE's partnerships with streaming platforms, sponsorships, and crossover projects are only increasing, and a leader who understands both performance and production could be a major asset. Fan reactions. Fans on social media had mixed reactions to the journalist's claim. Many praised the idea, citing The Miz's professionalism and longevity. Others were skeptical, believing Triple H's experience and creative instincts would be impossible to replace. One fan wrote, "The Miz is one of the smartest guys in the business. He might not be Triple H, but I can totally see him leading creative one day." Another fan countered, "Triple H has built a system that works. The Miz is great, but running WWE creative is a completely different ballgame." Still, the buzz around The Miz potentially becoming WWE's new CCO shows that fans recognize his intelligence and dedication to the business. Few superstars have earned respect from both management and fans the way he has. The road ahead for WWE leadership. Triple H's current tenure as CCO has no signs of ending anytime soon. WWE continues to break records in ratings, merchandise sales, and international reach. However, WWE has always planned long-term, both in its storylines and its business structure. It's not uncommon for the company to prepare potential successors for key roles years in advance. If WWE is considering The Miz as a possible candidate for future leadership, it would likely involve him taking on more behind-the-scenes responsibilities first, perhaps as a producer, creative consultant, or talent relations executive. From there, he could transition into a more senior creative role, learning the intricate details of production, scheduling, and long-term booking. Such a move would also align with WWE's recent trend of empowering former wrestlers in executive roles, with people like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Road Dogg already shaping WWE's future. Adding someone like The Miz to that list would be a logical continuation of that philosophy. The Miz's own thoughts on a future beyond the ringing past interviews. The Miz has hinted that he sees a future for himself in WWE even after his in-ring career ends. He's expressed admiration for Triple H's leadership and has said he'd love to help younger talent understand the storytelling side of wrestling. When the day comes that I hang up my boots, I'd love to help shape the future of WWE, The Miz once said. I've learned from the best, Vince, Triple H, Shawn, and so many others. I know what works, and I know what doesn't. That statement alone shows that The Miz already has a long-term mindset about his WWE career. His passion for the business, coupled with his understanding of audience psychology, makes him a strong candidate for a creative leadership position when the time comes. The idea of The Miz replacing Triple H as WWE's CCO may sound bold, but it's rooted